Cordial saludo, mi nombre es Kelly Nestroza Escobar. Esta semana vamos a realizar el reto número 7 y lo voy a hacer con mi compañero Carlos Alberto Betancourt. Decidimos lanzarnos a hacer el reto en inglés. ¿Listo?
Bueno, recognizing and responding to microaggression of work at work. We all been in situation at work when someone says or does something that feel outside of office to some aspect of our identity and the person doesn't even realize these kinds of action, insensitive statements, questions, or assumptions are called microaggression, and they can target many aspects of who we are. For example, they could be related to someone's race, gender, sexuality, parental status, socioeconomic background, mental health, or any other aspect of our identity.
Most often, microaggressions are aimed at traditional marginalized identity groups. Yet these harmful actions can happen to anyone of any background at any professional level. A microaggression against a black woman, for example, could be you are like the other black people I knew. In the case the person is different from the stereotypes of black people, where only one for white male misfit, or you don't ever have to worry about fitting in. Indicates the white men are always comforted and accepted. Essential microaggressions are based on a sample damaging idea because you are X, you probability are no, unlike, don't lie, yeah.
One criticism of discourse about microaggression is that of society has become hypersensitive and that casual remarks are now blown out of proportion. However, research is clear about the impact seemingly innocuous statement can have on one's social and mental health, especially over the course of an entire career, increasing rates of depression, prolonged stress and trauma, physical cancer like health head, high blood pressure, and difficult with sleep. Micro microaggressive can negatively impact carers as they are relative to increased burnout and less job satisfaction and require significant cognitive and emotional resources to recover from them. Further, the reality of the Great Recession of 2021 has employers paying closer attention to how organization culture can influence whether or not employers want to leave. One study found that 7 and 10 workers say they would be affected by microaggression and have said the action would make them consider leaving their job.
So the really is that microaggression are not so micro in terms of their impact. Their soul became serious because either core the signal disparate and reflect inequality. To create inclusive, welcome, and healthy workplace, we must actively combat microaggression. Down so require understand how the soul of and how to respond productively to them, whether they happen to as the college, inclusive or every moment are no use nice to have. They possibly contribute to employ well-being and mental and physical and health.
Building includes workplace requires candy, authentic comprehension of top subjects like sexism, homophobia, and racism, and it's natural to worry that we may commit microaggression in this kind of conversation by saying the wrong thing. The more awareness we have about how microaggressions show up, the more we can work toward digression than in the workplace. Yet the reality is that we make mistakes, so you should know that to do if you witness a microaggression or commit one.
As a child, in my forthcoming book about the necessary awareness. Awareness is always the first step, where action why to become more aware of microaggression interrupt then when we set them and we promote workplace culture with fewer microaggression.
Pay more a way of microaggression. There are many words and phrases in the English language that are rooted in systematically favoring dominant group in society. Thus many parts of our everyday speech have historical roots in racism, sexism, and other forms of discrimination. For example, the following there you may casually hear in the workplace have hurtful connotation.
Black lies refers to a list of the things that are seen negative exposed against which things a list to of things that are seen possibly men up equals whether we are strong of or competence. Penal Gallery original in the and refer to section of segregate they usually occupy by black people.
These words are first can trigger truth of current and past discrimination for people taking time to the international with the language used is a significant part and treating each other with respect, while it is unrational to know every cultural minefield that way exists in language. The goal is the fruitful of the origins of common phrases and more importantly to change your use these things if become aware that they are promoted. For example, if you are looking to encourage someone, telling them to rise to the moment or be right is a better way to communicate the cementing than man up. It takes work to unlearn the many words and phrases in our cultural lexicon, but most people find it's not that difficult to do once they say their means to actively being more inclusive. Bueno,
Bueno, este artículo nos quiere decir sobre las microagresiones en el entorno laboral, donde cada palabra, suposición o comentario malintencionado hacia algún compañero demuestra la falta de respeto y aceptación por el otro. Estas microagresiones no pueden ser vistas como micro y no darles importancia, ya que pueden generar un mal ambiente laboral donde los trabajadores pueden sentir el deseo de renuncia a su trabajo. También pueden generar depresión, cambios de humor constante, estrés y cambios de la personalidad. Los empleadores deben detectar a tiempo estas microagresiones y corregirlas para así brindar un buen entorno de trabajo, un entorno tranquilo y donde sobresalga el respeto hacia el otro. Así pensemos diferente, también, o así pensemos diferente. También se debe generar un ambiente inclusivo donde cada trabajador, independientemente de su raza, color, género, religión eh, y demás, se sienta tranquilo y seguro en el lugar de trabajo.
bueno, para eso hablamos de algunos ejemplos. Esto puede ser como nos referimos a alguna persona que tenga alguna condición física, ya sea discapacidad, que tenga pues algún compañero de trabajo, volviéndola en charla sin saber qué consecuencias tenga frente a él, ya sean como apodos o pues etcétera, chistes que quizás la persona que está pues siendo afectada no lo tome de la mejor manera y genere pues como consecuencias ya sean de baja autoestima o algo así. Otro ejemplo podría ser el discriminar por el color de la piel. Pues aunque ya no se ve pues como tan seguido, todavía seguimos sufriendo de este índole, todavía aparecen discriminaciones por personas que nos encontramos de diferente color, eh, manifestando de que son esclavos o algo, simplemente porque son de un color diferente. Bueno, este es nuestro reto número 7. Muchas gracias.